Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. And today I'm going to be going for Grand Champion League on Path of Legends with 3.0 Expo Cycle pretty early in the season. I think it's like the first week, so we're going to be trying to get some nice games. And guys, Evolution recruits are here in the game, so the dreaded latest card evolution Royal Recruits is in the match, or is in the game rather, and so we're going to be getting to our first match against what looks to be 3 Musketeers after seeing the Heal Spirit and Pump. So I'm kind of nervous because I feel like we're going to be going up against a fair amount of recruits today. I mean, I feel like everyone is using them, at least on my way up so far. I've fought like 4 or 5 recruits players already. Just going to cycle Log in the left, goes for Skeleton Dragons. Okay, could be Golem actually after seeing the Skelly Drags, because I mean, Skelly Drags isn't really used in 3M that much. And okay, we do actually see the recruits. Gonna Xbow, because if he doesn't get anything down in time, that's actually gonna lock on the tower. He does get the goblins down. So we are against Royal Recruits first game, guys. Gonna Knight for the Ghost, keep the Xbow alive. Skeletons catch the Barb Barrel as well. And Log actually just gonna keep this Xbow alive forever. And then just Ice Spirit on the right so that the Xbow can help out against those recruits too. And we might get like 1 stab. Okay, 2 stabs in the right, but we get 2 Expo ticks in the left and 1 archer hit, so that's going to even out. Although, guys, he is back to his Evo recruits right now, so, you know, this is kind of sketch. Evo recruits are interesting. I think they have more damage, more HP, but a big thing about them is that they actually have a charge effect after their shield wears off, which is, like, pretty interesting, I guess, because it's kind of like a Prince. I don't know why they really gave it to recruits, but it is what it is. Just going to Skeletons for this Barb Barrel, and that should be a lock. Yep, nice, perfect Skeletons catch. That's going to be a big Expo lock, and he's going to have to respond to this, otherwise that's going to be tower down. Does so with the late Skeleton Dragons, but that's still essentially going to be tower down. I mean, 799 is quite a lot. Just going to go low archers, sack some tower damage, and then I can Ice Spirit in front to actually pressure even more. I believe he just uses Barb Barrel, right, so we can't just Barb Barrel on top of this. So let's see how he responds to the Ice Spirit plus Archers. Okay, Goblins, but that is going to be some nice chip still because the Ice Spirit does connect to tower. I think I got 1 Archer hit as well, just going to Evo Knight. Okay, that Pump is interesting, guys. I'm going to go for Defensive Expo to actually try and snipe the Pump because that is in range of my Expo, actually. Evo recruits do come down. Here they are. As you guys can see, they are charging, and I'm just going to Fireball everything, and they're still going to charge. As you guys can see, they have a charge, so they're kind of annoying, but they're not too bad. Like, they kind of feel like normal recruits in a way, I guess. I mean, to be fair, I haven't really played against them too much, but they don't seem like as game-breaking as some other Evos, such as Firecracker or Knight when they were first released, at least. And I'm just going to Log Fireball in the left, honestly, because Log Fireball does full kill recruits, if you guys didn't know. And his tower is in range of 2 fireballs, quite literally, so why not? Just have to cycle back to another Log Fireball, and that is going to be game. Okay, he goes for 3M, so he had 3M the whole time. Waited till now to use them, but that's just going to be Fireball range. So I'll say thanks. You know, he was BMing a bit, and he's literally playing Evo recruits, which is, you know, kind of toxic, but it is a newest evolution, I guess. I'll just say thanks. Why not? And that's going to be a nice first win against Evolution recruits, guys. So this is looking like what the meta is going to be shaping up to be. Kind of scary, but we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season, I guess. Alright, guys, into our next match against Far North Legend from Action Commando, if I read that right, and gonna give him good luck as he gives it back. Ice Spirit start things out as always, and he's not doing anything, so I could Expo first play. I think I'll just play it safe though, cycle back to my Archers, split Archers, and then Expo based on how he responds to my Archers. If he doesn't respond at all, that is still going to call for an Expo, actually. Yeah, he's not doing anything, so now I will just Expo, because there's literally no harm. I mean, I have 1 Archer helping out, so there's no, like, negative trade that can happen. Like, yeah, he goes Golem, so we know he's playing Golem now, and this is going to be pretty straightforward, because as you guys can see, okay, never mind, Archer does actually die to the tower, which is kind of sad, but I can still defend this pretty easily. Just going to go for my Tesla to start DPSing down the Golem. Take note of this placement, guys. It's like the safe Tesla placement, low Tesla, to kind of help out against the Golem once it's on the Expo, while still keeping the Tesla alive, and Tesla will take care of the E-Dragon's entirety as well. Just gonna go Skeletons, number 1, DPS down these Golemites, number 2 to cycle, and I take no tower damage, so flawless sequence. Just gonna split my Archers again, and I can actually go for another Expo, and this time he's not going to be back to his Golem. Goes for Tombstone. I'll just Expo in the right, opposite lane to the Tombstone, and see how he wants to respond. Phoenix just going to go for a Knight to tank for the Archer, and Expo, of course, and this should be a Log. Okay, no, it goes for the E-Barbs. I'll get my Skeletons down, and then Log once the Phoenix Egg pops, and that is going to be a dead Xbow, unfortunately, but I mean, at least we know more about his deck now. So he has E-Barbs, he has Phoenix, he has Tombstone. Doesn't look like the easiest Golem matchup, I guess, because he does have the E-Barbs. And of course, E-Drag does really well against Xbow, just even if I don't really... Even if I like outcycle him or whatever, even if I get a lock, he can just go for a late E-Drag. Okay, gives me a free opportunity. I'm going to go in instead of fireballing the pump because I feel like this matchup, as it progresses, is going to get even more tricky to break through again. So I'm just going to try and get a lock right now, and I do get a perfect lock. As you guys can see, perfect Archer's placement as well to take care of that E-Drag. That's the Archer's placement you want to use. You can rewind if you missed it. To snipe an E-Drag that's on the Xbow without actually getting chained by the E-Drag, and that's going to be tower down. So very nice push. I'm going to be down some Elixir, of course, because he has a full HP pump on the board, but I definitely think it was worth it because I can easily defend this push. Splits the E-Barbs. I believe that left E-Barb will actually walk up in time to get tanked for by my Xbow first. So yep, we take those. Gonna Tesla for this Phoenix plus Golem soon. Evo Knight is down, and then I can log this egg if I need to. Don't need to though, actually, but I'll log anyway just to be safe. Archers to DPS. As you guys can see, perfect situation. Gonna have to get a fireball down, I believe. I'll Knight first, and then I can just fireball and everything. Oh, this is like the freest fireball of my life. Gonna log and then fireball. Look at that, guys. Everything just gets cleanly destroyed. Archers are fully protected, and that's gonna be a flawless sequence. As I said, if you do break through against Golem that early on, you can definitely just get a nice defense and win the game from there. So, you know, very nice win. We'll take that for sure against Golem Pump. Alright guys, so next match against a Japanese player. Gonna give him the good luck and see what's up here. Just gonna split my skeletons first play because Xbow's nowhere to be seen. I always like splitting archers if I have Xbow next up in hand because it's just kind of something I can do. But I'm not gonna have Xbow anywhere near, so I'm just gonna split archers, see what he wants to do to that. He goes for the Barbs. I think I'll just go for a Knight for the side of the 3 Barbs. No point going for anything else. If I had Xbow, that would have been a perfect Xbow opportunity, but it's all good. And then I can log in the left, I think, because Knight will be helping out against the right, so no real need to defend. And okay, he goes for an E-Drag. I'm actually going to go for an Xbow once this Barb dies, and this should be a decent Xbow because if he's playing Golem, he won't have enough for a Golem in time. Yup, exactly as I called it. He does still try and go for a Golem, but he literally didn't have enough Elixir because E-Drag cost 5, he was at 5, so I knew he was at like 7 by the time I got the Xbow down. Gonna try and activate King off this E-Drag, so I'll try and play my Tesla down as late as possible. Okay, never mind, I had to Fireball anyway, so you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna have to Skeletons to DPS this Golem down, and this is a bit scary because I know I'm down quite a bit of Elixir, but if he doesn't choose to punish, that's going to be a pretty free defense, and that's going to be GG pretty much, because, I mean, that's like a tiny Xbow lock, or it's going to be like some spell cycle, like over time. I should have Ice Spirited both, I guess, but he goes for the pump. I'm just going to go for something a bit risky here, guys, an Xbow opposite, because we're pretty much even on Elixir. Okay, yeah, that was definitely risky, but I didn't really have a better play, I feel, because I didn't have Fireball anywhere near in cycle. If I tried to rapid cycle to my Fireball, it would have been kind of sketch. Okay, maybe I should have gone Skeletons there, actually, because Xbow kind of died. Would have been nice to take Tower, but either way, fact of the matter is now I'm down a ton of Elixir, and he has a pump on the board. Okay, yeah, but thankfully he goes for a Lumberjack the back instead of Golem the back. He really should just reset with a Golem, but okay, never mind. He wanted to go for a Lumberjack Golem. I guess that makes sense, but this is still not really a great play at all because this is so easy to defend. I can just stack my archers and then Fireball the Skelly Drags. Don't really care about the pump. He can also punish with another pump if he wants. I'll just Xbow, literally, because I have archers here. Like, he can literally pump if he wants. I'll Xbow regardless. Yup, he goes for the pump. I will Xbow, as I said, because he is at like 5 Elixir right now. He can't afford a Golem. Gonna Knight early, catch the Barbell with my Ice Spirit, and then this should be tower down. Yep, E-Drag comes down a bit too late, and that is going to be tower down. So really nice situation. Plus, Evo Knight is tanking for the E-Drag, so my Archer can just take it out. That's a free Fireball on the Skeleton Dragons, because there's only 20 seconds left. Don't really care about that pump, actually. That's why against Golem, if they pump with like 1 minute left in the game, you can usually ignore it. If it's in triple especially, just ignore the pump. And if it's like, you know, in overtime or in like regulation time like right now, you can still kind of ignore it if you think you're going to be able to break through like I did and just take tower. Okay, I'll have to log this. It's getting a bit sketchy, but yeah, we're good. So that's going to be a very nice win against Golem, Evo, Barbs, Pump. So lots of Golem today for some reason, but we take that. Alright guys, found a game against another Japanese player. From Celine Vert. Oh, I recognize the clan. I think he might be playing like Balloon or something. I'll give him the good luck. He seems to be kind of angry with that Wi-Fi emote, but maybe he recognizes me. I do recognize the clan, though. It's a pretty solid clan. Just going to split my archers for a split barbs. It's crazy, guys, because split barbs, like, a few months ago, I saw Lucas X Gamer talk about this, one of my friends and top players. Like, a few months ago, split barbs would have been considered a terrible play, but now it's considered a good play just because Evo barbs are so broken. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Anyway, just going to Xbow. Fireball, hopefully in time to keep my archer alive, hopefully. And no, sadly, Skeleton Dragon does take it out. And okay, gonna have to go for a little play here, guys. Let the flying machine lock on a tower, and then Tesla. Okay, tower does not target the flying machine first, unfortunately. So I'll go Tesla like this. As you guys can see, does take out the flying machine first. Skeletons for the eye drag. Then I'll stack my archers to DPS this down as soon as possible, and that should be a nice defense. Okay, he has arrows. Let's see. I have to go Ice Spirit, and then Knight. Hopefully I can get the Knight down, please. If I can get it down. Oh god. Okay, that's gonna be tower down. That eye drag is destroying my tower. So yeah, that's tower down, unfortunately for me, guys. But Knight is... Oh, he gets the goblins down late. Either he was low on Elixir, or he tried to be a bit too sneaky with that placement. Either way, just going to log them off, and that's going to put his tower down to Fireball log range. Beautiful, because now I'm actually back in this game. If that Knight connection didn't happen, I might have lost this match, actually, so thank God for that. But, okay, Lava, I'm down, like, 3.5 Elixir, I guess, because I was at like 6.5, but still just gonna go for the Xbow right here. Get ready to Fireball. Okay, goes Flying Machine. I'll archers for it to take it out as soon as possible, and that's gonna be a lot of damage. And I'm really comfortable with this position, guys, because if you haven't heard me talk about it already, Lava's like one of my best matchups by far, so I'm really confident against Lavahound. But also, like, I have a King Tower activated right now technically, so this is like really nothing to be stressed out about. Gonna Tesla on the right, in case he goes like balloon or something in the pocket. Don't want him to snipe my Tesla. As you guys can see, that is like a perfect situation. Gonna Ice Spirit to force something out, and then I can just Xbow in the right next to my Tesla, I guess. Because if he lavas, yep, that's going to be a lock, and that's going to be tower down, essentially. I'll Skeletons for the eye drag, archers for the flying machine, and then that is, I mean, not like, it's not literally tower down, but it's basically tower down. Yep, that's Fireball log range. So both are in Fireball log range. Just going to take my free Fireball on the Skelly Drags, and looks like he doesn't have a Miner. So this is really not too bad. Going to Ice Spirit Skeletons to retarget this eye drag. Evo Knight to tank, and now I can just log Fireball one lane, which is not going to be a problem. I might as well just go for the left, or the right, so that my Evo Knight can kind of go crazy as well. And then I just have to cycle back. Like, I am already technically 3 cards off my log Fireball sequence. So I'll just go for them right now, and I'm already back. As you guys can see, pretty nice win. He did get a good sequence going in single, not gonna lie, especially with that eye drag, but we were able to come back. He has a good game, so really nice win against a pretty decent player. Alright guys, into a match against a Chinese player, looks like, and he does have the Evo Recruits banner. So he could be playing Evo Recruits himself. Let's find out. I'm just going to split my Skeletons, Ice Spirit to start things out, and split Archers because he's not doing anything. Okay, Skelly King. I don't think I should Expo left, actually. I was about to, but I realized, number 1, I have to respond to the Skeleton King anyways. Number 2, I'm not exactly, like, even on Elixir with him because I did use both of my cycle cards. So, anyways, I'm going to Expo the left now that he gives me a free window to do so with the eye drag. And then Zappies, I'll Fireball them. And this should be a lock, actually. Okay, goes for the Tombstone. I will log to clip the tower and the remaining Skeletons. Better than logging the Tombstone, and that's going to be a lock now. Perfect. And then, let's see. Okay, Fireball. I'll Ice Spirit Skeleton just to pressure. Okay, messed up my placement, but as you guys can see, this actually is going to get some Skelly chip. I learned this from Titan, one of the best 3.0 players in the world. As you guys can see, 1 Skeleton does get a hit, so, you know, 2 Elixir, Ice Spirit plus 1 Skelly stab, I'd say that's definitely worth it. And that is going to be a nice lead against what looks to be a super tough matchup. I mean, this looks like Skeleton King Graveyard after seeing the Zappies, eye drag, Fireball, and this is honestly one of the toughest matchups in the game. For Expo, in my opinion, like 3.0, because I mean, eye drag is a pain, plus he has Fireball arrows, which is just going to be annoying. And oh my god, he has Recruits. Okay, so he has Evo Recruits, guys. That's going to make things even worse. I'm going to log in the left and then just save my Knight for the Skelly King, and actually maybe that was a mistake because now he can... Oh god, I have to go archers, I think. Okay, actually this is fine, this isn't too bad. Yeah, Skelly King didn't get any hits, but that definitely could have been worse. Looked like it was going to get worse, but either way, why does he have Recruits in this deck? That just made it 10 times worse. Unless you replace Graveyard with Recruits, which I wouldn't be complaining about, I guess, but... Oh wait, no, he probably replaced the tank, because usually they play like Barbs or Cannon Cart. I guess you replace that with the Evo Recruits. Anyway, I'll just Fireball this Tombstone plus Tower. Similar theme as a Splash Yard matchup where I just need the tower damage, honestly. And okay, goes for an Hydra at the back, so I can't exactly Xbow into that, so I'll just Tesla the middle instead. Goes for the split Zappies. I will Evo Knight the right, I guess, and I think a big thing in this matchup is going to be cycling my Evo Knights and just abusing them, and also, of course, abusing my Teslas, because he has lots of responses to my Xbow, to my Archers, of course, and it's just going to be a pain. They're the Evo recruits right there. As you guys can see, they're charging everywhere. They're going kind of crazy. They actually devoured my Evo Knight. Oh my god. I have to get back to another Knight for that, and then I have to log this graveyard. Oh god. And he's getting quite a few skeleton stabs, actually, so this is looking really bad. I'm going to have to Xbow instantly to pressure, and I'll tuck it in next to my Tesla, and then let's see if he's back. I don't think he's back to recruits, but he might be now. I'll hover my skeletons for his eye drag. Okay, he's back after the tombstone. That is so annoying. I'll get my Evo Knight down, though. Ice Spirit log for the right side. Hopefully I can get a small lock. I really need one. Like, really bad. Okay, goes for the Skeleton King. I'll go Archers to try and bait something out, like a spell. Because, yep, bait out the Fireball perfect. Because I really need to just force him to go for negative trades. And then just try and punish. Gonna go for a pre-Tesla. And then I'll Xbow again. I have to just keep pressuring. I did beat this end season last season. Although, granted, the guy didn't have freaking Evo recruits. But I did beat this by just constantly pressuring and cycling Teslas. So let's see if I can do that again. Okay, Evo recruits are here. I'll get my Knight down. And I'll stack Archers in the left. This is so painful, actually. Okay, he's gonna go Graveyard. Skeleton Graveyard in the right. And I have to cycle back to my Archers pretty much instantly for that. Or actually, I don't think I can. I'll just go for my Knight and then log for the Graveyard. And I'll be taking quite a bit of damage, actually. I do get some chip in the left, though. Whoa, hold on. Archer's going crazy. Okay, so I'm in the lead. Although it's triple, this matchup gets even worse for me in triple because he can just spam Graveyard plus Fireball arrows on my tower. That's like guaranteed damage no matter what. So I really have to break through, honestly. I could try and Fireball log those left side recruits potentially. But I don't... Okay, he's going for a Graveyard. I have to... Archers for the Graveyard. Tesla for the eye drag. Like, this is getting messy, honestly, guys. I'm not talking about the best football player either. I'm going to go for a log. And then, okay, he gets like 2 skeleton stabs in the right. I'm going to have to Xbow. Oh, if he doesn't get something down, that's going to be a lock. Nope, of course he gets the tombstone down. He's going to have to Tesla as well. This is a very close game, actually. All Archers for this eye drag. Okay, look at the right side. Oh my god, that is so scary. He has like... what, 4 Evo recruits, plus a Skeleton King ability, plus a Graveyard arrows that's about to come in. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that's probably GG. Like, I physically cannot stop this, yeah. Okay, well, that's GG against Evo recruits, so first loss. Yikes. Alright guys, into our next match against Niraj, and, I mean, it is what it is, you know, losses do happen, so I'm not going to cut that out of the video, but goes to show, you know, this meta is shaping up to be something scary, alright, because, I mean, everyone is playing Evo recruits, and if people play decks like those, oh my god, Xbow is probably screwed, but I don't think everyone will be playing a really weird, stupid deck like that, because that deck is going to lose to, like, Remieli, Minor Wallbreakers, Splash Yard, probably Hoggy Q, actually maybe not Hoggy Q to be honest, but it'll lose to a bunch of other good decks, so just because a deck does good against Xbow doesn't mean it's going to be good in the meta, because you have to account for everything else. Anyway, looks like he already lost, guys. I mean, he goes for a pump. I'm assuming that was at 6, so I'm going to be down like 3, which means I'll be down like either 5 or 6. I think a pump gives you 3 Elixir, if I'm not mistaken, in addition to the 6 that it costs, so I think I'll be down like 6 or 7 or something. But, I mean, okay, does go for a bad Barb Barrel, to be fair, and Golem in the back. Okay, I am going to have to full defend this. I think... I'll just play a defensive Xbow. So this is the Debo placement you want to use against a Golem, guys. It's going to be opposite lane in the center. It will actually kite this Golem over, and that way I can also save my Tesla for, say, a Electro Dragon or something he wants to go for. Right there, actually. So I'm going to go for my Tesla very high up to snipe the E-Drag first, and sadly it does pull the Golem. But that's a free Fireball on everything, and no matter what he does, like, this is dead. As you guys can see, perfect defense. He does go for a second pump, which, don't get me wrong, is scary, but it's not like the end of the world either, because all I have to do is defend. Even if I'm down like 5, 6 Elixir, I can defend if I defend well, and I'm pretty used to defending this Golem deck. I've already beaten it twice this video, I'm pretty sure, so... Although this guy does have the Evo Barbs in there. Okay, gonna Ice Spirit the bridge just to pressure again, and then cycle a Knight first to get my Evo Knight ready. Evo Knight's gonna be coming out soon. Okay, nice, he lets it connect. That's just gonna be, I think, 2 logs and a Fireball, or like 2 Fireballs either way. Anyway, I'll stack my archers first. We're going to be in for a huge golem onslaught, guys. So let's see how I can defend this. I'll go for my Tesla first. I'll wait to hit the E-Drag with my fireball because I just want to make sure I get good value. And then he goes for a NATO, but E-Drag doesn't attack for a while, so archers get all the value they need. Back to my Evo Knight, back to a new pair of archers if I need them. Okay, I have to rapid cycle back to my fireball, so log, Ice Spirit, back to a fireball, boom, and that's going to be pretty much GG, because, I mean, he can pump right now to punish the fireball, but then there's only 30 seconds left. There's no point. Plus, he has to respond to the Evo Knight, so yep, just goes for a Golem reset again, which I can very easily just defend once more, and, like, this is really no problem. So I'll go for a log. I'll rapid cycle to my fireball for these skeleton dragons again. Notice I'm really not scared of like not using my fireball. I'd much rather get good value than just hold on to it for whatever reason. So yep, pretty good. Gonna go for a knight. Tower is gonna be on the E-Drag, perfect. I can just go for archers, and that should be a fireball log. So I'll just go for that right now. Fireball log should be it, and then skeletons. Oh, I forgot to. Okay, it's not level 14. We're actually like not like max level, which I'm used to. So I guess I'll just have to get back to a log. But still, you know, we defended that just fine either way. So gonna be GG against Golem, Evo Barbs. I've beaten it like 3 times this video so far. So mini Golem matchup guide, I guess. Alright guys, final game against Omarinho. Gonna give him the good luck and see what he wants to do. I'll Ice Spirit to start things out, and okay, goes for a Mortar first play. Gonna split skeletons and then archers. Okay, goes for a Skelly Barrel. I'll log everything, the Mortar plus Skeleton Barrel. Okay, goes for a Barb Barrel. I could Knight, but I think I want to punish with an Xbow instead. I'll kite this Knight out of Xbow range. He should be at like 0 Elixir, I swear. Nope, he has enough for the gang. What? Okay, I'm surprised by that actually, because he spent so much Elixir on that Mortar push. I should get a tiny Xbow lock, but honestly, okay, I don't get anything. Actually, that was really bad. I probably should have just gone Knight for his Barb Barrel plus Knight push. Because, I mean, or Barb Barrel plus Mortar, rather, because I would have at least been even. Now I'm, like, down damage in both lanes. That was not worth it. But I swear, he played, like, Mortar, Skelly Barrel, Barb Barrel, Knight. Like, that is literally 12 Elixir. So I'm surprised he had enough for the gang right away from Xbow. Anyway, I'm just going to go for an Xbow right now. He goes Firecracker to the left. Looks like an Evo Firecracker as well. Mortar does come down, and Fireball as well. Okay, so he's playing Fireball. Actually, this looks like that. This is a real deck. Gonna skeletons for this Barb Barrel too. Okay, why is the Firecracker going over? Wow, that's so unlucky, because if that didn't walk over, that would have been a small Xbow lock. But for some reason, the Firecracker decided that she actually wanted to defend against the Xbow by sacrificing herself. So that was kind of tough. Because, I mean, Xbow didn't get a lock. So this is looking pretty bad, actually. I mean, I look like I'm down a bit of Elixir. Plus, he has a pretty good situation going for him. I mean, he's up like 700 damage or so. And he's... Actually, no, he's probably playing Evo Mortar, right? Not Evo Firecracker. I'll Fireball the Firecracker, I guess. No point going in. Every time I've gone in so far, it's kind of been a bust. And okay, Evo Mortar's 2 cycles, right? So that means he's back to his Evo Mortar now. So I'm going to have to be careful of that because, yep, right there. I'll go for a Tesla and then a log. I'll go for it near enough to kill the Mortar. Log instantly to retarget onto the Mortar. Perfect. Log clips everything. Pretty bad Barb Barrel. And that's going to be a dead Evo Mortar. So nice defense, although as you guys can see, it does have a lot of HP and hit speed is very fast. So it's still pretty scary, but it's okay. Going to Evo Knight for this right now. Perfect. And then I'll log on the gang. Ice Spirit for the Skeleton Barrel. I'll catch this Barb Barrel with my skeletons. This should be an Xbow lock. Perfect. After Knight late for this. But even Knight's also going to get 2 hits. 3 hits maybe? Okay, 2. That is still going to put me in the lead though, so I'll very much take that. Very bad Firecracker. He gets like 27 damage from that. I mean, I see why he went for it, but like it's too little too late. I'll just Fireball log right here. Lots of value. Log on the spawn skeletons, and then Fireball to make sure the Firecracker doesn't wreak any extra havoc. It doesn't need to. And that is going to be an alive defensive Xbow. He just naked Fireball's tower. Big mistake, considering I literally have a defense Xbow on the board. So I'm going to go in and punish that right now. I'll Fireball back. This time I hit the Knight though, so definitely worth it. And then I'll Archers for this Skeleton Barrel, so I can log with my Xbow, hopefully. Okay, gonna Ice Spirit for this Barb Barrel. Wow, that's a dead Xbow, actually. That's gonna be like 1 hit on tower. Yeah, 2 hits, but still pretty solid. I mean, I'm up like 300 damage right now. 200 and... or however much, 296, whatever. I'll log in the right, and then try and do the Ice Spirit trick on the Skeleton Barrel. I'm pretty bad at it, though. So I'll Skeletons as well. Yeah, I missed like 3 of them. So that's gonna be actually 3 hits as well. Missed 3 skeleton hits, yikes. But if you guys do know how to pull that Ice Spirit perfect counter off on the Skeleton Barrel, that's a very useful trick. Okay, get like 3 Xbow locks, mini Xbow lock. So we take those, gonna defensive Xbow, Tesla for the skeleton barrel, and Ice Spirit as well to keep the Tesla alive. Just gonna be annoying on the board and like prevent the mortar from coming down for a while. And since the Firecracker just feeds my defensive Xbow, I might as well just naked Fireball Tower right now. Goes for a mortar right into my Xbow, so big mistake, and I can just offensive Xbow right now. And I will Tesla for this log on the Goblin Gang, and then Evo Knight as well. And this should be a log. Perfect, nice, perfect timing, because right as the skeleton barrel popped, everything got cleaned up, so that's going to be GG. Very nice win against a pretty interesting mortar bait deck with the Evo mortar, so not the easiest matchup, but I would say it's definitely our matchup. And I mean, I was just able to pressure at the right time. Decent comeback because I was down for quite a while. So that is going to be it, guys. Grand Champion League with Xbow through Xbow cycle. Pretty solid stuff. And one loss, unfortunately, against that ridiculous Evo Recruits deck. Oh, actually, I should be able to get my log up to elite level. So let me just do that real quick. I can convert all these to elite wildcards. And that should be able to be enough. Yeah, 1890 definitely should be enough. So let's just get our elite level log right now on my SK555 account, slowly upgrading, and that's going to be a level 15 log. Very nice, 85 crown tower damage, so pretty solid. And that is going to be about it for the video, guys. So as you guys can see, some solid wins all around. Unfortunately, lost against that Evo Recruits deck. Otherwise, though, we played against Evo Recruits first game and won. Mini Golem matchup guide beat Golem like 3 times as well, so, you know, that's pretty solid. But the loss was pretty tough, but is what it is. You know, Evo Recruits are going to be in the meta. So we'll have to get used to it, I guess. But that's about it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.